This war before you started, fool.
Primary threat spotted.
Moving into position.
Neutralizing.
Take cover! Strike from the sky, brothers!
Yo, what up? It's your boy Red here, and I'll be reviewing Dawn of War 2. Hell yeah. Now, to start this off, this game, I never played it until now. I've only played the first one. You guys saw most of my reviews. This game is the same and completely different as the first one. And by that, I'm going to explain to you guys what I mean. It's the same, but it's still fucking different. The first one you guys saw, you basically build buildings, you make squads, you send them out to fight, you replenish those squads by keep making units, you know, and sending them out. That was cool. I like that. It's a RTS kind of game, real-time strategy, right? You make units and also real-time tactical and stuff. This one is more like a MOBA combined with an RTS, in my opinion. Though, it's not a bad thing. You guys don't know I don't really like MOBAs, but I'll play them, you know. This one has those aspects. Now, that's cool, because in this one, each squad that you have is an individual person, and you gear them up in each individually, and they each have their own personality. One squad you get is Tactical Space Marines. A guy named Tarkus leads them. Then you have the Avitus squad, who Avitus leads, 2 Devastators with them. Thaddeus leads 2 Assault Marines. Cyrus leads the Sniper Squad, and Davian Thule is basically later the I think it becomes the fucking, what's it called? He becomes a giant machine. I think it's Camarada or something. I forgot the name. So you play a little bit differently than you did in the first one. Is it a bad thing? No. It's actually great. I love that aspect. Each squad being a unique powerhouse and you controlling them. Now, not to mention, that doesn't make them invincible. Your squads will go down, and it's up to you to rescue their leader and then him to replenish his own squad by going to beacons or to your main drop pod, whatever you guys pick. But the whole thing was cool. You get banter between all these squads. They talk to each other, mostly about Cronus. If you guys don't know what Cronus is the planet where the Dark Crusade took place in the last expansion for the first game. You guys played against 7 armies. Canon-wise, the Blood Ravens win that battle, so you get to hear a lot of talk about some of them losing their eye while destroying the Necron Lord or something like that. You get a lot of that talking, so you get to know a little bit what happened in Cronus through the eyes of these soldiers who fought there, which is pretty cool. I like that. I like them discussing stuff. I like them arguing. showing different points of view. It gives you more an in-depth look into a Space Marine. In this case, the Blood Ravens, who have a checkered past. Some of their implants have made brothers lose their minds. They lost basically all their knowledge of the past of their chapter. You get to hear all that in this game. How they refer to their founder of their the Blood Ravens as a High One or something like that. I forgot the name. It's great to see that. We didn't get to see much of that in the first game. It's great to see that in this game. I love that shit. Of course, why only the Blood Ravens? You play multiplayer. You can change the color of them. You can play as the Ultramarines, as all the other chapters, and you see their colors. It's basically pretty cool. In this game, you mostly fight Orks, then the Eldar, then a new new enemy called the Tyranids, I believe, or Tyrans, or whatever they're called. And those basically the first 4 major armies you get in the game, right? Without the expansions, which is pretty great. They each have their own little units. You play as them, but in the main campaign, you're just mostly playing the fucking Blood Ravens. So it's pretty cool. You go through, I think there's 3 planets you go to. The Meridian sector, which is controlled by the Imperial Guard. And you get to see the real hate that Space Marines have against the Imperial Guard, which I don't blame them. There's so much corruption in the Imperium, man. That's insane. But overall, man, it was different from the first game. Totally up to you. You could, like I said, you could load out your units before each mission. That was cool. Each little unit gets his own armor, his own weapon. You can switch out weapons, armors. Later, get the Terminator armor. Increase their level, give them more health, more weapon stuff. That was awesome. I love that little customization. And also, you make your own fucking Force Commander, which is awesome. I named mine Little Gallo. I don't know, little chick. But overall, it's great, man. Like I said, we play multiplayer. It's also a little bit different from the multiplayer in the first game. You have limited units, and you pick who you start off with your commander. Then you have your scouts, the marines, your assaults, basically, and stuff like that. They're all limited, and depending on who you pick is who you get, right? And like I said, 4 armies right now. Not going over the DLC yet. That's I'm gonna play that separately. But hey man, overall I like this new style. I actually enjoyed it. At first I was like, it's completely different. But it's not a bad thing to change, right? People evolve. This game evolved certainly to this, which is completely different from the first one. It's more of an RTS MOBA. That's great. Games can evolve. That's all I gotta say about that. The story. Now we go to the story. How is this campaign? Is it better than the other campaigns in the first games? Yes and no. You just basically fight nameless people. I think the one big boss that you actually fought was the Eldar's boss. That was great. I felt real accomplished in taking her down. But for the Tyranids or whatever, Turds, they have no main boss. They just have a head. And the ending kind of felt off. I was like, whatever. I felt like it just ended. But there's also other missions you could do besides the main mission. Continue doing those side quests. Get more armor geared up. Get more weapons and all that stuff. Now I do miss the heavy units, and by that I mean like the tanks and the fucking whirlwind tanks and fucking more heavy weapons or something. I did miss that. I mean, you get the Terminator armors, but you don't get the actual Terminators themselves. They just kind of look like them. And stuff like that. Also, some units felt weak, like the assault squad. The ones that have jump packs, they felt like they just died. But whatever, maybe that's just me. I played it on Sergeant mode. That's basically normal. They just died. Horrible to see and play that shit on Veteran or whatever. But what would I give this game? I would give it a 8 out of 10. My bad. 8 out of 10. It's a great game. Play it. I enjoyed it. Totally different from the first one. I can't stop saying that. It just is. But hey, thanks for watching. Hit that like. Hit that sub. I'll catch you guys next time.